Some believe that there are no secrets, man. Eventually, what happens in the dark comes to light. And in this case and in this email, that's exactly what's going on. And she has no idea what to do because her family has been keeping a secret from her.
Dear Bert Show, I'm an avid listener from way back, the Six Flags chaos way back. Wasn't sure who to send this to, and never thought I would have the need for advice regarding a deep, dark secret. But here we are.
Let me pause for a second. What she's talking about is the Six Flags crisis we had years and years and years ago, where we let people in free for a couple of hours in the Six Flags, and it literally shut down the entire city. I mean, it was the front story on all the newscasts, newspaper, everything. There were thousands of people left stranded on the highway to get in.
It was gridlock, and they literally left their cars on the highway so they could get in free to Six Flags.
Yeah.
Insane. And well, it's my dad's deep, dark secret. About 3 weeks ago, I received a phone call from an unknown number. I typically avoid and send those to voicemail like everyone else, but I answered. The lady on the other end stated that she found me online and described herself as the girlfriend of my brother. Let me introduce myself. I'm a 41-year-old, only child, married, mom of 2 kids. 41 years of being an only child, and I get a phone call that I have a brother, and there is a 45-year-old man who, quote, was told my dad is his dad. But that isn't even the shocker. When I called my husband to tell him about the call, while I was in shock and confused, he took the time to immediately call my dad. I'm thinking my parents are going to say, who? What? And have no clue of these allegations. Instead, my mother calls me and says, I thought you knew about this. What? Apparently, she felt that at some point, she, quote, mentioned that maybe there could be someone who would try to access a will, or that they, my parents who have been married for 41 years, should have things in order just in case. So she thought that I assumed my dad may have a child. WTF? Nope.
Yeah, I really feel like that's information you would recall that if somebody had told you.
Certainly.
Also information you should get verbatim, not, someone might try to access the will. Just be aware of that.
Yeah.
Now, to the reason I am reaching out. This allegation has never been proven. There hasn't been a DNA test to confirm that this 45-year-old brother is actually my father's child. And for the last 3 weeks, outside of acknowledging that he is aware of this allegation, my dad wants no parts of this. Do I submit my DNA to see if we, in fact, have the same father? Are there negative repercussions that could happen to my father if I follow through against his will because he wants nothing to do with this? Signed, confused, and in shock.
Not the first email that we got like this.
No.
Not the second or the 15th, where people find out later in life that the person they've been calling dad is not their biological father, or sisters, brothers around them are not, and they find out later in life. It must be so incredibly jarring, right? And you must feel so deceived by everybody in the family.
Yeah, I mean, I normally am completely against giving my DNA or going that route. But I feel like if I were in this situation and this popped up, Pop would have to forgive me because I would need answers. I would feel lied to, and I would want to know what's really going on.
Yeah, I don't feel like I should have to submit DNA. This is not a me problem. This is a you problem. So I need you to figure this out. Like, I need the alleged half-sibling to submit DNA. I need Pops to submit DNA. And I need them to figure out if this is indeed legit. And then after that, you can take it one of two ways. Like, my best friend literally just went through this a couple years ago. Woman reached out to her, surprise sister she didn't know she had, a couple years older than her. And the two of them are best friends now. Like, got a sister that she never knew she had. And it's been a really beautiful thing to witness, and I'm super happy for her. So, you can take it one of two ways. You can go that route, or you can ignore the whole thing, and you are well within your right to do that if that's what you want to do.
My question is, why do we have to jump all the way to DNA test? And why, maybe I'm missing something, why can't we just say, hey, Dad, this person says they're my brother. What's the story there? And maybe he's going to fess up and be like, yeah, he was the product of a one-night stand, kind of been avoiding it. And then if he denies that, then that's when you go, oh, okay, pluck a little hair off his head and then go scurry off and try and get answers.
I wonder if what she's trying to do is compile the evidence. So if she does go to him and he tries to say, no, I don't know what you're talking about, she's like, yeah, you do.
They did. Dad wants no part of
Yeah,
this.
he said he wants no parts of
Oh,
it.
he's saying no part of it.
Yeah, Dad's been asked about it and he wants no part of it. So he's washing his hands clean of it.
Then
Yeah.
she's got to do it herself then, man.
I'm
Yep.
doing it. If she's gonna try and fight the will whenever Pops like kicks the can, I'm gonna need some evidence that you are not my brother or sister.
The unknowing part of it would absolutely drive me crazy. I would need to know the truth in a case like this.
Got to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Because it says so much about you, like who I am, where did I come from? But then you're opening up so many more questions, right?
Pops wanting nothing to do with it would make me feel like it was true. Because I feel like if he knew for certain, or if he felt like this can't be true, he would want to know that it wasn't.
I get that. However, if you accuse me of something, and I know it's not true, I'm just going to sit back and let you think whatever you want to think. I'm not going to do a DNA test to prove myself. I'm innocent until proven guilty.
That's a good point. I do that all the time.
Yeah, right.
That's fair.
I'm like, you can come at me all you want trying to get me to talk about something that's not true. And it's only because you're wanting that attention. And I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to do that.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The Bert Show.